Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing well. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing Lorac Vintage Glamour Pro Palette. This is the palette itself. It's absolutely beautiful. There's a mirror on the inside. And there are 16 eyeshadows in this palette. The upper row is all shimmer and the bottom row is all matte. And we do have the name of the shades written under each shadow. Let's get into the swatches. I'm going to swatch 4 shades at a time and I will read the description from the Lorac's website. So the first shade right here is Chiffon, and Chiffon is a pearl shimmer. I did do 3 swatches right here for it to show up, so it's not a very pigmented shadow. The next shade is Bubbly, and Bubbly is a soft golden sparkle. The third shade is Sequin, and Sequin is Champagne Shimmer. And the fourth shade is Bordeaux, and Bordeaux is a soft copper shimmer. The fifth shade is Hollywood, and Hollywood is a bronze shimmer. The next shade is Boulevard, and Boulevard is a cool gunmetal color. The second to last shade is Glitz. Glitz is a medium brown shimmer. And the last shade in the first row is Curtain Call. And Curtain Call is deep gray with silver sparkle. Moving on to the second row, the first shade is Studio. And Studio is an ivory shade. It's a very light shade. Those kinds of shades are perfect for setting your eye primer and to highlight your brow bone. The next shade is Vintage, and Vintage is a nude peach. The third shade is Cinema. Cinema is a soft taupe. And the fourth shade is Close Up, and Close Up is a light beige nude. The fifth shade is Lavish. Actually, this is also a shimmer. I thought that the whole row was matte, but Lavish is the only shade that is a shimmer, and Lavish is a reddish brown shade. The next shade is Sunset. Sunset is a dark brown taupe. The second to the last shade is Vamp, and Vamp is rich chocolate brown. And the last shade is Caviar, and Caviar is jet black. We're going to create a few looks. We're gonna start off with cool tone looks. I'm gonna start with the shade Cinema, and I'm gonna apply it in my crease. I'm gonna go into the shade Caviar and apply it in my outer V. Using a flat shader, I'm gonna go into the last shade in the first row, Curtain Call, and I'm gonna apply it on my lid. I'm definitely not seeing a lot of color payoffs. I'm gonna go back into the shade one more time. How much fallout? I'm just gonna have to clean it up after. Just gonna go over it with my finger. I'm I'm gonna go into the shade Studio and apply it on my brow bone. I'm going to clean up all the fallout, apply an eyeliner and a mascara, and I will be right back. So that's how that look turned out. Just a deeper gray look. And for the next look, I'm gonna go into the shade Sunset and apply it in my crease. I'm gonna deepen out my outer corner with the shade Caviar. I'm gonna go into the shade Boulevard, and I'm gonna use my finger and apply it in the middle of my lid. And now I'm gonna go with the shade Chiffon and apply it in my inner corner. Going into the shade Studio to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to apply an eyeliner and mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, this is how the second look turned out. Those two eyeshadows, Boulevard and Curtain Call, they are not very different on the eyes. The Curtain Call, however, has a lot of fallout, and the Boulevard does apply a bit nicer. I do like to deepen out my grays with black if you're going for a more of a smoky look, and if you want the pop of brightness, just apply something pearly and shimmery. And I did apply this shade Chiffon in my inner corner here for some brightness. And now we're gonna move on to some neutral looks. For the next look, I'm gonna be using the shade Vintage in my crease. So Vintage does not show up in my crease. I'm gonna go with the shade Close Up. In my outer V, I'm gonna use the shade Them. I'm gonna blend everything together. I'm gonna go into the shade Hollywood with my finger, and I'm gonna apply it on my lid. I love the shade, it's beautiful. It applied very easily. So I am going to apply an eyeliner and mascara, and I will be right back. So this is how this look turned out. Very easy and simple neutral gold look. And under my lower lashes, I applied the shade Them. And now for the last look, in the crease, I'm gonna use the shade Cinema. I'm going to deepen out the outer corner with the shade Sunset. On my lid, I'm gonna apply the shade Bubbly. I love this shade. It's so nice and soft. Now I'm going to highlight my brow bone with the shade Studio. I'm going to apply an eyeliner and a mascara, and I will be right back. This is how this look turned out. The shade Bubbly is really pretty. The shade Hollywood is a beautiful gold. So my final thoughts on this palette, I would strongly recommend you do your eyes before you apply your foundation and your face makeup, because there are definitely going to be some fallouts with the shimmer, especially in this deepest shade right here. The rest of the colors are beautiful. The mattes are really nice. I did find that the vintage, though, barely showed up in my crease, so I did have to go over it with another crease color. Otherwise, I haven't tried everything on my eyes, but we tried the majority of the shadows, and they are very pretty, and I really enjoyed using this palette. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for watching. I hope you will consider subscribing, and have a great day. Goodbye.